So, hello everyone, welcome. Welcome to this afternoon's meditation. Nice to see you all. I see Yoga Ratna waving. So, we've got people from Cornwall and Scotland and Germany. Got Parina over in Holland there. Great, so really lovely seeing you all. Everyone's still arriving. I'm really impressed at this point in the conference that you're still going. You've got stamina. Okay, so looks like we're all here. Oh, a few more people coming in. We've got a nice sunny day here at Taraloka. I hope you've got a bit of sunshine where you are. So just whilst we're waiting for the last few people to arrive, maybe I'll say you've all come in on mute, which is great. And hopefully, as it's a meditation, just keep yourself on mute and then we won't get any background noise. There's also going to be a little video in a short while, and the volume's a bit low on it, so you might want to just make sure you've got the sound up for that. And this session will finish at we're starting at 3:30. It's going to finish at 3:20. So we've got a 50-minute slot for meditation. And I've been experimenting, well, ever since the start of the pandemic, doing these little nature reflections and nature meditations. And I suppose partly it's just me appreciating what's around Taraloka, and partly there's a sort of sense of this law of correspondence, as without, so within. So a sense of noticing what an oak tree does say and thinking, oh, it's a bit like this aspect of practice. So just making these sort of connections for myself, and then just sharing them. They might work for other people too. Okay, so I think we'll make a start. So yeah, so one of the things I've been appreciating just over the late summer, we got some local buzzards, so these large hawks that hang around Taraloka. So we're going to have a little reflection on the buzzards just in a moment. So just let this one person come in, and then maybe Aparajita's gonna set the video going. It's just a couple of minutes long. And then we'll go into a meditation. Buzzard. In the warm days of early autumn, when the skies are a sheer blue and the harvest has been brought in, our local buzzards like to sit on top of the round straw bales, or else hang out in the bare fields with the rooks and jackdaws. The buzzard is now one of our most common and familiar birds of prey, though when I was young they were so rare that I didn't see one till I was in my 20s. They have a very variable plumage, but are mainly brown above and heavily marked with white below. They are large, chunky birds with broad wings and short, flared tails. Their most distinctive markings are an elbow patch on the underwing and a pale necklace across the upper chest. Their soaring flight is on wings held in an upwards V shape, and on warm days they drift above Taraloka, circling on thermals of warm air. They have the knack of gliding until they find warmer air and then lazily spiral up on it into the blue. One way of becoming absorbed in meditation is not too dissimilar to what the buzzard does. When we find pleasant sensations in our experience, we can dwell on them, rest back in them, and as we do so, over time, and of their own accord, they may increase. The more we stay resting on them, the further they take us. So like a buzzard resting on the warm air of an autumn day, circling slowly higher, we can rest in pleasurable sensations and become more absorbed, open, and spacious. Okay, so we're going to try that in meditation. Little teaching from the buzzard. So just take up your meditation posture. Find a position that's comfortable, grounded, open. Just take a bit of care of how you place the body, letting it settle. So we begin by grounding ourselves first. We need the embodiment of the buzzard to begin this meditation. So letting yourself become aware, maybe starting with the feet, the soles of the feet. And letting awareness extend up through the legs, the knees, the thighs. And into the hip joints and the pelvis. Just a sense of the awareness of the whole of each leg. And seeing if there can be any softening or releasing in the legs, any connecting down with the earth. And letting the awareness gather in the pelvis, the lower belly, the buttocks. And then rising up towards the chest, the ribs, the length of the back, from the root of the spine up to the shoulder blades and the shoulders. Maybe some spaciousness in the chest and under the armpits. And letting that awareness extend from the shoulders through the length of each arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, out into the palms, the fingers, the backs of the hands. Letting the awareness extend into the throat, neck, the whole of the face and the head, scalp. Just see if there's a softness in the mouth and the teeth and the tongue. The eyes settling back into their sockets. Just a gentle opening of the crown of the head to the sky above. Just letting the awareness pervade the whole of the body now, from toes to crown to fingertips. With each inhale, a gentle uplift and opening in the body. And with each exhale, a release, a softening. Sense of the spine as long and fluid. We're just going to spend a little bit of time just exploring the simple qualities of experience. The sensation that's pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. We'll just begin with pleasant sensations. So just the very simple, enjoyable sensations in the body. Maybe just allowing your awareness to drift through the body and just notice where there's pleasure. It can be quite small, subtle. Just a little bit of warmth or a tingling. Just letting your awareness stay with it whilst it's present. And when it goes, just noticing again in the body if there's any other pleasant sensation. So we just spend a few minutes just noticing, enjoying, relaxing. Not trying too hard, not thinking about it, just noticing what's there. And then letting our awareness open out to more painful or unpleasant sensation. You're just noticing if there's anything unpleasant in your experience in the body. Let's try and meet that with kindness and openness. Without judgment. Maybe creating a sort of spaciousness around it. And then just seeing if you can notice more neutral sensation. Perhaps parts of the body you experience that are quiet or numb or maybe shy. Seeing if you can notice parts of the body, parts of experience. It's a bit hard to know what's going on. And just letting your awareness open out to take in all experience, all sensation. And it might be that we have a sense of the totality of our experience as being vast and spacious and open. Myriad of sensations arising within that open space. Perhaps that spaciousness can be a bit like blue sky. on an autumn day. Maybe like the buzzard, we can have a sense of being broad-chested, open-hearted in that space. And in the same way that the buzzard feels into warm upward spirals of air, we can just rest our attention on any pleasurable experience that's arising. And just settle back into it, just relaxing, letting it do whatever it will do. And if it disappears, then we just wait and notice. Notice when there's another pleasurable sensation arising. We're just relaxing into pleasurable sensation. And as we rest in even the tiniest bit of pleasurable sensation, and just let go of the grip of wanting it to be any different. letting go of our grip on time, on the past, on what is yet to be. Just awareness, sensations, and enjoyment or appreciation of pleasure. And if there's painful experience, just hold that in spaciousness. Hold it with kindness. Just see if you can stay moment by moment with whatever pleasurable experience is there. When it starts to grow, you can let it suffuse the body. So, like the buzzard, we just let ourselves be carried by the warmth of any pleasurable sensation. Just letting the face and the jaw soften. And just knowing that whatever pleasure there is in your experience, it's not yours. It's something arising in the world. And perhaps for the world. And if there's any bliss in your experience, let it be for the world. An arising of bliss in the world. And if there's pain in your experience, a sense of connecting with the pain of other beings in the world, a sense of solidarity for the world. And perhaps allow whatever is arising in experience to become a sort of prayer for the world. For all beings. For all beings that have been, for all beings yet to come. And spend the last few minutes just relaxing any effort. Just do nothing. So that's the end of our meditation. I think we've got a few minutes before the next thing, which I imagine is at past, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but do stay on for it. Thank you very much for joining me.